It's your girl Chelsea with Shoutoutc.com, and I teamed up once again with In the City magazine to bring you the interview with the one and only boss lady of Slutty Vegan ATL, Miss Pinky Cole. How are you doing tonight?
I'm very well, Chelsea. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. You look absolutely lovely, by the way.
Well, listen, I'm looking like a slut.
So tell me, how this photo shoot in the City magazine, how did that just go for you? Did you enjoy it?
It was amazing. Like, the energy was on 1,000, and I moved with the spirit and I moved with energy, so I'm just happy to be here. And I'm excited about, what the cover is going to look like, and just being in the atmosphere of really good people and a great concept and a wonderful magazine. So I'm just happy about that.
I'm actually so excited to talk to you because I'm from Atlanta. It's so many vegan restaurants. I have never seen a restaurant that has 2 miles worth of people standing in the line for some vegan food. So tell me, how does that feel? So surreal for you?
Well, first of all, it feels amazing. If I could be totally honest, I did not expect what you see every day, right? I didn't expect people standing in line for hours and camping out to just taste something that I created. I never imagined that. So it's almost be careful what you ask for, because I asked for the blessings, but I got it in abundance. And to know that so many people support me in such a big way is very humbling. And so many people are like, do you feel it yet? Are you shocked yet? And I'm like, it's interesting because I feel the excitement, but there's no anxiousness around it. That's how I know that I'm walking in my purpose, because it feels right. It doesn't feel foreign to me. It feels like it's supposed to be happening. So, it just feels good. And the fact that people are patronizing the business in that way, I like it.
So this isn't your first restaurant, Craig. You have the Pinky's Jamaican American restaurant. So tell us a little bit about that.
So I had another restaurant. Let me go all the way back.
Take us back. I need to know.
So I went to Clark Atlanta University in Atlanta. So Atlanta is my second home. Shout out to the AEC camp.
You got on to us about saying illustrious, so you can put some
illustrious Clark Atlanta University, where I was Miss Clark Atlanta University when I was there.
Awesome.
So I gained a lot of really good experience and a lot of good relationships along the way. So I moved to Los Angeles with a dream and a prayer, $250, in hopes of being an actress. But I'm so glad that didn't work out the way it did, because I got an opportunity to work in TV. Fast forward, I moved to New York City to work in television. I was a producer for The Maury Show for about 3 years. And I was 25 years old, and I saved up a whole lot of money. And I'm like, what you gonna do with this money, Pinky? And I decided that I wanted to be an entrepreneur, something that I did before, because I just been grinding my entire life, right? So I opened up this restaurant, had lines out the door. I was selling jerk chicken as a vegan. And I had lines out the door, and it was great. So great that I opened up a second location, and I was booming. Here I am, I'm 26 years old. I have these 2 thriving businesses. Everybody knows my name, and they support my product. And then one day I lost everything. The restaurant burned down, got evicted, lost my apartment. But that was the best piece of tragedy, physical tragedy, that could have ever happened, because it taught me so much about life, and how I maneuver through this thing that we live in called Earth, right? So I moved to LA, started working on a TV show. Fast forward, we came to Atlanta, and I was in the house one day, and I'm like, you know what? I want some vegan junk food. And I want to create a concept that's really going to resonate with the people, our people especially. And I was just sitting there, and it came like a light bulb, Slutty Vegan. And I started thinking about names that would match that, because I know that it's sexy and I know that it's provocative, but it has nothing to do with sex. So I came up with the name, and then I started putting together recipes. And long story short, Slutty Vegan is a worldwide phenomenon.
And you already been listed in Forbes, correct?
I have been listed in Forbes. I've been in Essence magazine. I've been on every major radio station in Atlanta, the time during the morning show. I'm going to be going to a few big radio stations in New York City. I got some radio and TV opportunities that are in the works. Just waiting for that ink to dry.
Oh my gosh.
But it's so exciting, because my story is a testimony that you can really do whatever you want to do. And just because it looks like this today doesn't mean that it's going to look like that tomorrow.
And I'm even excited, you're a superstar in my eyes. Honestly, truly, you really are a superstar. And you are from Baltimore, correct?
Yes.
So tell us, what have you been doing anything for your hometown, your city?
Well, I've been doing everything for Atlanta. Baltimore don't kill me, but I'll be there soon. But
she come in Baltimore.
Yes, I've
okay?
been doing a lot of initiatives in Atlanta. Like for instance, I just did an initiative where I offer free haircuts for young boys 16 and under. And then I'm going to be paying out some lunch debt for some middle schoolers. I bought a car for a family, just a lot of things, and a lot of things that I don't talk about. I have a registration coming up for District 3 for people to vote and get in the know. But I want to make sure that I'm using this platform for good. I think a lot of times the influencers and celebrities have this platform and maybe don't have the right people around them to help them guide them on what to do with it. But I'm like, you know what? If I get an opportunity to really share the news and share information, I'm gonna do that. And Slutty Vegan is that opportunity. So while you may come in just to get a cheeseburger and fry, you may leave either knowing something different, knowing that the community is enhanced and in a better place because this thriving Black-owned business has done a lot of work in the community to make that happen.
So as far as like your vegan lifestyle, how long have you been vegan?
So I haven't eaten meat in almost 12 years.
Oh, wow.
And I've been a strict vegan for 4 years. Both of my parents are Rastafarian, so I grew up in a household where like meat wasn't one of those things that was welcome. I'm like, McDonald's was that? Like that was a treat. We would go to McDonald's like once every 6 months.
Right.
Coming from a Jamaican household, like we eating rice and peas and cabbage and like all that good stuff, right? So as an adult, I'm like, you know what? I don't want to eat meat, period. My mother, she was vegan when she had me, so I think that like a lot of that was instilled in me jumping out the womb. But that's the best decision that I've ever made in my life. I have the most mental clarity that I've ever had. I feel more alignment with who I am and my purpose and how I show up in the world. And it might sound cliche, but food is energy. And you are what you eat. So you eat good, you feel good. And if you feel good, like the world is just, it's a realm. It's like a wheel and it'll keep going as long as you put the right stuff into your body.
So with celebrities such as like Jermaine Dupri, Big Boy, Snoop Dogg, even Tiffany Haddish, like how is that? Like you're so used to seeing these people on TV and hearing about them, and they're like in your presence of buying your food. Like how does that feel?
It feels normal to me because I don't idolize people in the flesh.
Right.
So I look at them as my equals and good friends. So it feels good to see my good friends come and support my business because that's what friends do, right?
Right.
And then I had in my background in TV, like I've encountered a lot of celebrities, so I've almost been prepared to be able to deal with them, and they come so humble. Like they look at me and they so proud of me, like I'm a star. And it's just a great feeling to know that the genuine support that I receive from these big time influencers. There are people who have like millions of followers that just want to come and give me a hug and say I'm proud of you. Right. So to know that is happening is showing me that you can shift the culture any way that you want to, and you can break that glass ceiling and make your own rules.
And I didn't realize how big like the Black vegan community is. Like I'm just like, wow.
Well, there is no Black vegan community up until now.
Yeah.
Prior to Slutty Vegan, not that it didn't exist, period. But I mean, let's keep it real. Like veganism was not a Black thing.
It was, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was not a Black thing for years. So to see so many people come together in the name of food, especially our people, it's a blessing because I'm like, all right, so we can die a little bit slower now. Like, that feels good.
Yeah. And
this is just a step in the right direction. It's vegan junk food. So the reality of it is, you can't eat it every day. However, it will get you right.
All right,
you stick with us.
So where can people follow the Slutty Vegan restaurant? Like,
okay, so this is now where I plug. Okay?
Yeah.
So if you're looking to get slutified, please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter at Slutty Vegan ATL, or you can go to our website www.sluttyveganatl.com, or you can come visit us at the truck. We post at 3 o'clock every day, or our restaurant is 1542 Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard Southwest in Atlanta, Georgia. It's worth the wait. Come get slutified.
Thank you so much. Like they were telling us to wrap it up, and I never been like this much excited to talk to like an entrepreneur as successful as you are. So this is a humbling experience for me because you definitely just taught me a lot more than you just realized.
Oh, thank you.
So I just want to say thank you so much for the interview. I really appreciate that. All right, thank you all for tuning in to In the City Magazine. Please be sure to follow us on all our social media platforms, inthecitymagazine.com and chattingwithchelsea.com. Thank you so much, Pinky.
Thank you.